Y'all are gonna think I'm crazy for this one, but okay, let's just hypothetically go down a conspiracy rabbit hole that I'm on, okay? So, autism, right? Some are born with it. It's a very wide spectrum. I get it, yada, yada, yada. But for those with the onset of regressive autism, where it almost seems like a TBI, like traumatic brain injury, it's like night and day difference and it's very sudden, right? Do we ever take into account? Everyone always goes down the rabbit hole of the wellness checks, right? And little pokes that you get, everyone goes down that rabbit hole. Okay, so the reasoning behind that is they say, okay, well, they're preserved with all these heavy metals, blah, 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 formaldehyde, all these things that, are way surplus than what a human body is used to or produces. Anyways, okay, so if they're true and they have all these metals in them, right? Follow along, okay? And then these people live in certain places that may or may not have mold. So for example, we had a property and we were the second owners, but they had installed the shower pan wrong in the primary suite, okay? So it was leaking into the wall and floor that was adjoining to my son's room. Now, not everyone reacts to mold the same way. It's kind of like an allergen to grasses, right? Like some people, pollen like totally ticks off their allergies, whatever. Anyways, okay, so hypothetically, if it was the mold, I was told that mold also loves to bind to heavy metals, hence why you'll find like mold growing on metal in like the bathroom and stuff. And not saying it always does, but sometimes. And the type that we had was kind of a bizarre type. It's not like a normal type that like you find out in like the air or whatever. We sent it off to a lab and they came back and they're like, that one's a weird one. That's not normal. You should get that removed immediately. So we did. And then we did stem cells. And someone just asked me, they're like, do you think that there could be any other trigger as to why the stem cells didn't like work as well the second time? I still think that they helped his immune system, his health, whatever. But part of me thinks like if the trigger's still around, and they tell you this at the stem cell clinic, if whatever your child's trigger, because it is heterogeneous, I don't even know how to say that word. Anyways, pretty much means that autism can have an onset. It can be genetic. It can be external factors. It can be like hormonal, blah, 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 blah. It can be a ton of stuff, okay? I hope you guys are still following along. If you're not, this is a total waste of my time. But I swear it could totally make this make sense, okay? Who does autism affect the most in the level 3 category? Usually it's poverty level, okay? Now what could that be? Now let's think. Slumlords, right? So poverty level, typically usually renters typically can have, especially in the bigger cities where they see a lot of this, which we're thinking, okay, well, it's just higher populace. But no, like when it comes down to like population density, it really does hit bigger cities more, okay? Bigger cities equal some not so nice landlords that don't care about mold. So then you get a slumlord and then you get mold. And then you go to wellness checks. Also, okay, poverty on Medicaid or whatever it is, they have to be to these wellness checks or they won't be covered. So you combine those two things, and I'm going so far down this rabbit hole, guys. Anyways, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Obviously, this is just free balling. It is 12:47. I just got back from the East Coast, so it's actually like 2:47. I'm going crazy. Anyways.